Rothbardt from Mitch Rothbardt Fitness, and welcome to another one of my video blogs. What I'm going to show you today is expanding on the article that I wrote for the Castro Valley Forum and San Leandro Times this week about feeling better through exercise, helping some of your aches and pains and injuries kind of go away. If you haven't read the article, if you can't find it, then you can just email me at mitchrothbardttraining@yahoo.com and I'll send it your way. I'll also be posting it to my blog next week. That's mitchrothbardttraining.blogspot.com. If you have any questions about anything that I'm going to show you, then please give me a call or send me an email and I'll get right back to you. So here we go. Okay, this is the overhead lunge stretch. What you want to do is kind of get down on the floor, just in this position. Get your front foot fairly far forward. You don't want to tuck back here. You want it out in front of you. You want to stay on that heel. You might want to get a pad for under your knee as well. Bring your arms straight over your head. Come straight through the hip. You're going to feel that right in the hip flexor. That's really where the stretch is for, is the hip flexor, right through here. You might feel a little bit in your hamstrings, maybe a few in some other spots, but that's really the main spot right through there. You're going to squeeze your glute and just relax into the stretch. Make sure you don't lean back instead of bringing the hips through. That's what you want. You also want to be straight up and down. You don't want to be like that or like that. You want to get those arms straight over your head and just sit there. Hold that for about maybe 15 seconds aside, give or take. That's the overhead lunge stretch. It's a great stretch for the hip flexors. Okay, this one's called a wall slide. This one's really good for your office workers. You're kind of hunched over your computer. Really going to open up your chest and kind of strengthen some of the muscles in the back, in your upper back, which are going to kind of the muscles that kind of get overstretched and weak when you're kind of hunched all the time. It'll also really open you up. You feel a lot better. So what you want to do is get against the wall. You're going to get your butt against the wall and your head against the wall. Bring your arms back so that your elbows and hands are touching the back of the wall. You're just going to go straight up and down. Keep your elbows and your hands on the wall at all times. If you find that you can't keep your elbows on the entire range of motion, then just do the move with your elbows on the wall as much as you can. If you can't get your arms all the way back, what you want to do is use a resistance band. Something like this. And you do the same motion. You bring the resistance band up and then elbows straight down, just like that. And this also leads into another really good move, the front pull apart, where you want to have a resistance band right here, keep your arms out straight, and then just bring it straight back. Make sure you're not hunching your shoulders like that. Keep those shoulders down, just like that. The upper back is definitely one of the areas that, as people just kind of sit in front of their computers most of the time, they kind of get very tight and overstretched. So this will help you out with that. Okay, this one might look a little familiar if you watched the foam roller video I did a few weeks back. But it's still a great stretch. You're only really using the roller here as a hinge. But it's a great stretch for the upper back, and everyone that does it feels great afterwards. So what you want to do, get the roller slightly below your shoulder blades. So if you can see where I have it, that's about where you're going to want it to start. Keep your butt on the floor, bend your legs. Going to point your elbows straight up and then just lean back as far as you can. Hold that for 5-6 seconds. Come on up. Move the roller farther up your back. Do it again. Move the roller farther up and then do it one last time. This is really going to stretch you out a little bit, particularly in the upper back, which is something that a lot of people need. So, enjoy. Okay, this one's called the wall ankle mobilization. A lot of people, once again, because they're sitting a lot, their ankles get kind of locked up. They don't really move as well as they should. That kind of radiates right up into the knee. So if you got some knee pain, it really very well might stem from the fact that your ankles are kind of tight. So this is going to help with that. So what you want to do is get your foot a little bit away from the wall, a few inches. You're going to keep the front heel on the ground, and you're just going to touch your knee to the wall. Don't bash it in there, that'll hurt. Just keep that heel down, back and forth. You want to kind of find the spot where you can push the range of motion as much as you can. About there is about it. For me, my heel's got to come up much farther than that. So you want to do that on both sides too.